That was a great
Yep.
panel. Well, wow, what a day. I'm going to try to wrap it up pretty quickly and just say, like, we started with Dr. Brian King, director of the FDA Center for Tobacco Products, and he talked about the agency, quote, initiating an escalated series of actions, which we appreciate, but he also acknowledged that there is a lag between when the agency collects data and when they can take action. And he also warned us all not to become desensitized if youth vaping numbers continue on a downward trend, which of course we all pray for, because no tobacco product is safe for any child. Even one child is one child too many. We heard some really heart-wrenching, powerful stories directly from young adults about their struggles with addiction and how difficult it is to quit this kind of addiction. One of the many things stuck in my head, but Jackie in particular, who said, I wish I hadn't started vaping when I was younger because I feel like I'm in an endless loop. This has a huge handle on my entire life. And then we went on to the colliding crises of the youth mental health crisis and the ongoing youth vaping crisis. And Dr. Howard Koplowitz of the Child Mind Institute explained to us that teens are more likely to get addicted to substances like nicotine, and it can be harder to quit, and stated quite clearly these issues are linked. And then we heard from a great panel that Mimi did with mental health specialists, again, talking about the link between these issues and how we can help kids to deal with that. There was so much. We heard from Mayor Coleman of Columbus, Ohio, which is a real model for how to get these flavor bans. We don't use that word. How to end the sale of all flavored tobacco products in a big metropolis. And he was incredibly passionate and personal on a great panel with Carol Magruder of the AATC-LC, talking about menthol and the industry's pernicious and very specifically racist predatory behavior with menthol cigarettes, and how, while we are awaiting the final menthol rule any day, hopefully from the federal government, they are already trying to subvert the regulations, and they are always 10 steps ahead, but we can't let that continue. Which leads us to the parent session, which was the bookend really of the kids session, where we heard also some really painful and powerful things, so people could understand just how the human voices behind the numbers. One of the parents said, it feels like there's a stranger in my house. The vape wall went up and I can't tear it down. And we heard about vapes are trash and the horrible environmental harms that these products are doing, not just the disposables, which I think the number is something like 400,000 disposables are thrown away in this country every day. I'm not sure if I got that right because I'm a little tired now. I'm not sure we all are, but I think so. We heard about the importance of alternatives to suspension. You don't punish children for addiction. You partner together, families and schools, to help support them. Then we talked about cannabis. We do not take a position as an organization on the legalization of cannabis, but for the first time, we had real experts, both in the federal government and researchers, talking about the co-use and how we should approach that, which led perfectly into what we just heard from Dorian about Poison, our program that we hope to expand, which is Parents Opposing Illegal Sales of Nicotine, and the importance of parents' voices and civic action. I'm going to end with this quote wrap up by saying parents' voices matter. And now I'm going to hand it over to Mimi and then Dorian. And thanks to everyone for joining us today. Please, Mimi.
Thank you. Thanks, Meredith, for that recap. And so just a very quick but very important thank you to, I have to give some shout outs here today. First of all, I want to reiterate a big thanks to our sponsors, including Kaiser Permanente. Oh, lost my Kaiser Permanente, Truth Initiative, Tobacco Free Kids, American Heart Association, Tobacco Free Florida, ICAS, Child Mind Institute, Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services, American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network, American Lung Association, and Arizona Concerned About Smoking. So thank you all. And also a big thanks to our panelists, our expert panelists, our speakers and volunteers who participated, and a very, very special and huge thank you to our incredible team, most importantly, Josh Brown and Austin Spence, who really worked tirelessly to put this together for us. So thank you all. And Meredith, please, for the wrap up.
No,
Well,
I'm
I was
looking
just going to
forward
say, yeah, I was just going to say before we all go, I'm going to do another plug, which we did in the beginning, but this is our 5th anniversary, and we have done so much with the support of our public health partners, with the support of legislators, with the support of departments of health around the country, and with the support of parents. We are parents, we talk to parents, we train parents to talk to other parents. And as Meredith said earlier, this proves the proposition that parents' voices are essential in this fight. And we would invite everyone watching to go onto our website and to see a little bit about our programs, about our advocacy. And Mimi, Meredith, and I remain full-time volunteers in this fight. And we hope that you will consider supporting us financially so that we can continue to help families around the country. We have a QR code, which is not on the screen right now, but parentsagainstvaping.org/donate to support our work. And if anyone is interested in any of the programs we spoke about, the Poison program can be adapted for any city and state. Our educational work is around the country. We talk to parent groups, we talk to school groups. We don't talk with children, but we talk with all adults who work with children, in Spanish, in English, and we've also done in ALS, in sign language, or ASL, excuse me, ASL, and any other language that is out there. Thank you so much. And I think if you missed any of the panels, they live on our website, and please just go onto our website and you can find all of the work we do.
Right. And we're going to have some additional information and panels that we'll be promoting, that we'll be putting on the conference website. And I just want to thank my partners, because this has been quite a journey over the last 5 years. And we're incredibly grateful. I'm incredibly grateful to my partners, and we're incredibly grateful to all of you who have really been so generous with your time, your guidance, your wisdom. So thank you to everyone.